Good morning, y'all, y buenos dias. So for today's video, I wanted to show y'all this huge homeschool haul. So if y'all are interested, then keep on watching. Okay, so this haul is pretty expansive. I just got tons and tons of stuff for this upcoming semester, this upcoming school year, whatever you want to call it. Tons of these were gifts that Luna and Quali got, and so we're so appreciative to everyone who helps out with this whole homeschool adventure. I'm super lucky that everyone in our family is super supportive and they see the work and effort that I put into it, and I feel their love and appreciation not only by words but by them always keeping that in mind when gift giving to Luna and Quali. So I've got some books, tons of books. I've got a couple of workbooky type stuff and then some more hands-on stuff. So let me just get started. Okay, so first I got both of these sets of the Bob books. So I've got the first stories and the sight words, and we just absolutely love Bob books. Luna has been, those were her first readers. And so these two sets are just, inching into more difficult territory. This first stories ones, she just like blasted through it. And it's exciting for her to always go back and read things that she just has a concrete grasp on, because it just builds her confidence. And so let me just show you a little example. This one's Bugs. Again, super simple stories that are very cutely illustrated. But yeah, so we've got both those sets. We've got the first stories and the sight words one. And so these next couple of books that I got, I was so excited for. So I got all four of these. So I've got A Kid's Guide to Asian American History, Native American History, African American History, and Latino history. And there's so much amazing content in here. I love how hands-on, there's so many different hands-on things to go in here. They really go into detail and history and reasons for things. It's not just like, some over cliched type of assignment, but they really go into it. And these are books that we're going to be able to use for years, because a lot of the content is for ages obviously a little bit higher than Luna. And so I'm really excited to be able to use these for years. Next, a couple hands-on things that I got. We are doing our Arctic unit study. Y'all can see some of the little Arctic books back here that we got at the library. So I've got these little Arctic figurines. We do a lot of invitation to play. If y'all don't know what that is, check out Pinterest. Just put invitation to play, and it's so much fun. It's great creative work for kids, especially if you don't have a homeschooler and they're going to a traditional setting. It's really good to kind of work those creative muscles, and so these are perfect for invitation to play. I had mentioned this before, how Luna just loves color by number, and so I picked this one up, and it's a paint by number, and she like freaked out when she saw it. She was so excited, and so we're gonna dig into that one. And along with painting, I really like to emphasize art just as much as we do with reading and math. And so I've got this new watercolor set, and it's something that I always wanted to do. So I figured, why not do it con Luna? It'll be something fun. I'm really trying to teach her the skill or the ability to really enjoy doing something, even if the end result isn't, some beautiful thing. That's something that I have a lot of trouble doing, is jumping into things that I might not be that good at, but that I would really enjoy, because I feel like, oh, well, that's a waste of time if I can't be successful at it. And I don't want her to be that way, and I'm trying to change that about myself too. I want to be able to do things for the sake of enjoying them and not for the end result. So really excited about the watercolor. And next, I got these interactive notebooks. So I've got the math one, I've got the science one, and the language art one. And these are super neat. So for these, you just get a notebook, like kind of how it shows there, and you're gonna scan this picture and print it out, and then your child is gonna work in the notebook. So these are all gonna be cut out. So this one is okay, so for this one, for example, how plants grow, and so you'll glue this down, and you'll end up, putting all of the little pieces where they go, and they give you an explanation of how each thing is gonna look. So this one right here is gonna look like that. Super fun. Again, things to make some of these subjects a little more hands-on, language arts as well, different verbs and stuff like that. Luna right now is currently at the kindergarten level, and so she has 1 semester left of kindergarten. Again, we follow Luna's lead to see where she's going, so it could be longer, it could be shorter. We just kind of go along with the rate that she's going. This one I'm super excited about as well. This one is a social skills mini books. So the mini books are in here. They're in here, and you cut them out and you kind of staple them together. We actually already started on one. And I think that a lot of the times we think and put these soft skills, these social skills on the back burner because we're like, oh, they're going to learn it. They're going to learn it. And they will. But the problem is that sometimes they learn not how to properly handle things. So these are just such a wide variety of things. How to ask questions, how to share things, how to react when someone doesn't want to play with me. And it just talks about these things that oftentimes children have never had the vocabulary or have never had an outside perspective on. Like most of the times when these issues arise, it's already too late. They're in the situation. They don't really know how to handle it. But when we talk about it prior, which is why I always say that reading really is one of the most incredible things that we can do with our kids, because we can introduce them to issues that they will face in the future, and then that way they just have like the groundwork. Maybe they won't be able to properly handle it, but they'll at least have something to reference back to. So this is super cute. What we've been doing is we cut out the picture and then we end up coloring together. So me, Jessie, and Luna just ended up coloring the book, and then we go over it and we talk about it and we just kind of have a discussion and just say like, oh, well, you know, how did they feel? How would you have felt if that had happened to you? I know that I would have felt upset, and just kind of talk about it. Again, just giving children the language and the openness to be able to have these conversations and to accept all emotions. That's something that is really hard for us as adults, to really accept the emotions that we're sitting with. Again, that does not mean that we need to accept all behaviors that come out of the emotions that we have. But in order to better regulate those behaviors, we have to be able to know exactly what we're feeling and what we're going through. So super hype about that. And now into the books, y'all. So I'm so excited. First of all, I'm a sucker for books anyways. Y'all already know that. But you give me a hardbound, beautiful book, and I almost cried. Zach's uncle got us a gift card to a bookstore so that we can get a bunch of books, and I was like in tears because I was so excited. So this beauty is just filled with different animal facts. I mean, like, look at this. It's just stunning, different. What I love about it is that they have like an actual picture of an animal and then a drawing. And so for our unit studies, we always enjoy drawing parts of whatever we're studying. So since we're doing the Arctic, we have tons of Arctic animals in here that we'll be sketching and painting and doing all kinds of stuff with. I mean, look how cute. I cannot. Oh, so this is like one of my favorites. This is another gorgeous book, Wild Animals of the North. Again, beautiful artwork. I love the sturdy feel. These are books that are gonna last forever. Just stunning. This one in particular we got for the Arctic unit study. And these are more books that we want to incorporate into our everyday lives of homeschool, just kind of bring those up, kind of like an extra subject, if you will. If you haven't seen before, I'll link down below our homeschool style, and we homeschool 365, 24 hours a day kind of thing. Homeschool is everything. Homeschool is how we learn how to fix a sandwich. Homeschool is learning how to put your socks on. Homeschool is knowing how to greet someone, how to say goodbye. And so for us, I think that that's why I'm so passionate about these books, is because you can do these all the time, anywhere. And these moments to be able to foster that love of learning for children doesn't have to be during these core hours. Obviously, I mention this all the time, free play is really important, but I think that when you have beautiful books like these, there are just so many moments in here that can spark that curiosity and that love. So this one is called This Is How We Do It, and it basically follows children along from all over the world and shows what they eat, what they're doing for fun. You know, this is how I play, and it's showing the different children. Again, beautiful artwork, them sitting eating, and like the typical dishes that they eat around the world. It's just so lovely. And again, half of these books, I get them because I also love them too. And so I'm really excited just to sit down and like dig into this. You know, this is how I go to school, and we can, you know, this is not just for little kids. This is for older kids so that they can see, you know, infrastructures of different places around the world. There's so much that you can dig and pull out of things that aren't curriculum based. You can really use books like this to teach such a wide variety of things. This next one that I have is something that I've been wanting for a really long time, and I think it's just kind of a staple. It's a children's atlas, and again, this is something that we can go back to all of the time to learn so much, not just about the names and things that are there, but you can dig so much deeper. You know, who are the people, what are they eating, what are they doing, how long have they been there, all kinds of stuff. So this one is a perfect starter atlas for us. As you can tell, I'm really a fan of all the DK books, but this one is called Life Cycles, and again, look at that. There's just so much goodness in here. It's the life cycle of basically everything. So we've got mushrooms, we've got the animal life cycles, we've got water life cycles, we've got everything. So really excited about that one too, because there's so much that we can reference back into this with all of our unit studies that we do. And the last book that I've got is How to Make a Better World. And this one I got for Luna for her holiday gift. And there's just so many really adorable things in here. How to make a kindness jar, how to become an activist, how to make posters, make your voice heard. And it talks about different activists throughout time. It's just, I mean, look how cute that is. Teaching them how to make posters. If that is not adorable, I don't know what is. But those are the books. And for my final thing that I got her, I was so excited about this because I had one of these whenever I was a kid. My dad got it for me, una Navidad, and I'm pretty sure I was like sobbing because I was so excited. And when I was thinking about it, I, like with all of these things, I was like, oh, I can play with that. I was so excited to see it. And so I ended up getting it for her. And this is a globe. It's one of those interactive globes, and so it has a little thing down here, and it's gotta just store it down there. But we have been right now, since Luna is 4, she does like the explore mode where she kind of hits something and it tells her. And she was like, you know, telling me the other day, she was like, Mama, did you know that pandas eat a lot of bamboo? They eat it for hours. And it's so cute because she literally found out from just sitting there, and you know, she's pointing at the countries and she's realizing all of these things, and it's really just a cute interactive way of doing that. But for us, so Zach and I hung out at night and actually played on it, and we played Find the Countries. And so we, you know, we're a little rusty on those skills of knowing where all the countries were. So it was super fun, and something that, like, maybe I'm just dorky like that, but I had such a blast that night just trying to figure out where all the countries were and just sharpening those skills. But anyways, that is it. That is my Gigantor homeschool haul. I'm really excited about this upcoming semester, year, whatever you want to call it, just because Luna, every day that Luna gets a little bit older and starts understanding more, she's asking more questions, and that to me is like the beauty of this that I do, the beauty of being able to be at home with her and guiding her in this journey, and me learning alongside with her, because I don't see myself as this like hyper teacher, authoritarian type person. It's more so like, oh yeah, I know a little bit about this, but let's dig into it more and let's learn together. Like, I didn't know that, you know? And so I'm really excited about that. And I know that all of these books and all these goodies will just kind of help us do that. But yeah, as always, if y'all have any comments or questions, head over to my Instagram. Let's go, Mati, for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.